Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Meg McLeod. Here's a quick look at some of our stories tonight. An attorney and prisoner under investigation after the Michigan Department of Corrections says they were trying to smuggle drugs into the St. Louis prison. According to the Department of Corrections, the attorney was seen passing a package to their client at the Central Michigan Correctional Facility on Monday. When the prisoner was searched, officers say they found more than 200 strips of paper film suspected to be Suboxone, 68 grams of a brown waxy substance, and 45 grams of white powder. State police say they searched the attorney's car and found more Suboxone strips and white powder. The prisoner is being disciplined as this investigation continues. An armored vehicle was the difference between life and death, according to state police, as they reflect on the deadly standoff in Otisville last week. Investigators say 54-year-old James Jennings fired multiple times at the troopers, with at least 3 bullets hitting the windshield of the armored vehicle and another striking a nearby home, narrowly missing a person inside. The standoff unfolded last Thursday right on Main Street after a woman called for help, saying she'd been assaulted by Jennings but escaped. That's when Jennings barricaded himself inside. Troopers returned fire, killing Jennings. No troopers were injured, and the woman was treated by EMS. Michigan's first case of West Nile in a human this year has been detected in Livingston County. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services says it only takes 1 bite from an infected mosquito to cause severe illness. However, most infected people have no symptoms. Serious complications include meningitis and encephalitis. In mid-Michigan, the virus has been discovered in mosquitoes collected in Bay, Midland, Saginaw, and Tuscola counties. Now here's Diane with your first alert forecast.
We have hot weather setting up for the weekend. Be prepared for 90s making a comeback for both Saturday and Sunday. We'll have a lot of sunshine, so I know a lot of folks are going to be out and enjoying the summer weather while we have it, but that humidity is also going to be a factor. So make sure that you are taking some breaks in the air conditioning, have that water flowing, because that's going to just make it a little bit easier to enjoy 90s and sunshine on Saturday. But as we go into Sunday, we do have some rain chances into the evening. So the second half of the day, keep an eye to the first alert weather app for a few spotty showers. Even Friday evening, we've been working through a handful of showers and thunderstorms. These have just been popping up, very similar to what we had on Wednesday and Thursday. But overnight, the forecast starts to dry out, skies clear up, and we'll have a lot of sunshine going throughout the day on Saturday. But we do have a system that's towards our north and west, so this is going to try to bring some remnants and some lingering rainfall during the night, and that's only going to mainly be for our northern counties because it's going to struggle to make it here. So we will find that a lot of our Sunday is dry. Besides, we have just these handful of isolated shower chances that'll be here for the back half of the day. Now, the humidity is going to be another factor in the forecast. You'll see that we just kind of hang out into this humid zone. It does jump a little bit as we go into Monday and Tuesday before we see hopefully some relief going into next week. Now, wildfire smoke that's been hanging around, it's still going to be on the thin and lighter side for us as we go throughout the weekend. But just note that some hazy skies are still possible because there is yet some smoke higher up in the atmosphere, not necessarily close to the ground. Our low temperatures tonight will be very warm in the upper 60s to lower 70s, and the first alert 7-day forecast keeps 90s even on Monday's forecast. We do have mid 80s as we go through the rest of this week. We do find that the weekend looks nice, but then those rain chances pick up on Sunday, and it sets us up for a rainy start to next week.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.